I'm finally back for the first time in a long time. We're going to go through a few things, okay? I'm going to open up a STEM session, and I'm going to hold this microphone like a hip-hop artist, and I'm going to record the screen, and then I'm going to record some of the stuff I'm doing so you can see it. Yeah, this is a SM58, by the way, with a Super Crush going on. Super Crush. What we're going to do is play some stems, and I'm going to show you what happens in a stem service. A lot of times we're not doing a lot of heavy lifting. We're just trying to find the right balance. Now, let me take off. I'm going to leave the bus compressor on. So right now you're hearing me through the bus compressor. Now, the thing is in line we have an SSL EQ, SSL bus compressor, the Portico, the Mog EQ, and that is feeding the input of the AD converter. My microphone sounds horrible. I don't care how much great gear you have. If you're not gain staging right, which I'm not, you're not going to get the best microphone. So the thing is the AD converter is my main master clock to the Symphony IO and the Omni. What we're doing in this session is we're summing it out. So as you can see on screen here, is we're summing out each individual stem. Now this gentleman likes his balance and so forth, so what I'm going to do is you're going to hear me in a mixing environment where I could just subtly change things, but it's also going to just be hitting the master bus. So let's listen to it. I haven't even listened to this song. We get songs from all over the place. This is an artist that has been he's been very loyal to the whole situation. So he continues to send music, and that's a cool thing. Let me hold the shift button and hit the S on the screen so my mic stays active. What the heck? Okay, it's that button. See, I'm the guy that runs a Mac and then has a Windows keyboard. I mean, I gave my wireless keyboard to my sister because she was working and her keyboard quit, and I never got it back. So if you hold I think it would be the Control tab or one of Apple tab or something on a Mac, you can actually activate the solo so it never solos when you trigger a solo. So check this out. So as you see on screen there, the thing's just active. I mean, it doesn't matter if I solo this, it stays active. That'd be the smart choice for this video. So let's go to drums, and I'm going to push play on them. And we have to keep this aux open. Let me label this so you know what's going on. This is called SSL return. And what that does is going to feed the output of my converter, and I'll show you how I have to print it. I'm going to see if QuickTime, which I'm capturing with, is going to do a decent job with this. It might sound distorted and horrible, and I hope not. So here we go. I'm going to push play on the drums, and let's get some drums in there. See what he has. Now this is going through the bus compressor, and I'm doing that for a purpose, just to have mic, our mic. So as you can see on screen, man, like it's the peak on this thing is a lot bigger. So I mean, in a calm way to turn this down. First and foremost, I can't even move my mixing. Oh, dude, don't tell me I got to do this the whole time. That's all right. But you can see the thing peaking. So let's listen to the whole thing. The number one mistake you can make in mixing is not listening to the whole thing. Like, let's listen to it before we start touching stuff.
Finally I received the signal, time is up, release this ego, so I can leave behind pissing cries. Chrome this moment, I'll eat my own. Tilt to shake before time was known. Bent the radius of twilight zones, just to refract your lilac tone. Mama said, mama said, he know. Whisper something about new dimensions, where your fear swims in apprehension. I don't know what to do with this tension. What do you mean? Eat shit soup inside Leon's kitchen. Is it something for contradiction or medicine for the wish I was? Take off the veil, it's all in the buzz. Maybe the tension shady, belated all in my cup. Maybe my temper's persuaded by puppeteers holding me up. Shit, please, your pedal to middle, we me open you up. Hello, McFly, waving goodbye, leaving you staring off into the stars. Never mind, CP, you said it's too far. You better get back to Veronica Mars. Pardon my trip, dismantling bars. I almost forgot I was showing you art. Where do I start? Where the water sits back and drowns through you. Okay, that's right in the bottom. The bottom falls out, oh my, oh my. I ain't never seen light like this, not like this. Oh my, I ain't never seen light, I ain't never.
So that stem right there is taking up a lot of real estate. What I would do is I would slap some Neve channels on that bad boy. Let me show you. So we got the Neves over here, and let's just use the compressor. Actually, let's use the whole entire channel strip. And the reason I'm going to do that is just to refine space. Now we could do this in the box. The Shep stuff is pretty good at this, and it might not even need that. We might find out, oh, well, wait a minute, this isn't good. This isn't what we were looking for. But I really feel like it could benefit space-wise and energy-wise.
The radius of twilight zones, just to refract your lilac tone. Mama said, he know. Whisper something about new dimensions, where your fear swims in apprehension. I don't know what to do with this tension. What do you mean? Eat shit soup inside Leon's kitchen. Is it something for contradiction or medicine for the wish I was? Take off the veil, it's all in the buzz. Maybe.
So if you guys hear what I'm hearing, we're having a little bit of high-end problem here. So what I think I'm going to do is just take the Fab filter, and I think it was around here. Let's see.
Finally I received the signal, time is up, release this ego, so I can leave behind pissing cries. Chrome this moment, I'll eat my own. Tilt to shake before time was known. Bent the radius of twilight zones, just to refract your lilac tone. Mama said, he know. Whisper something about new dimensions, where your fear swims in apprehension. I don't know what to do with this tension. What do you mean? Eat shit soup inside Leon's kitchen. Is it something for contradiction or medicine for the wish I was? Take off the veil, it's all in the buzz. Maybe the tension shady, belated all in my cup. Maybe my temper's persuaded by puppeteers holding me up. Shit, please, your pedal to middle, me open you up.
Okay, we're good there. The next thing that I'm going to do here is, let me see, the kick drum's really not kicking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it through the 76 from warm, and let's go here. So we got a bus compressor. So what I'm going to do is make an aux. And it's got to be mono. Okay. And then we're going to go to bus 7. All we're doing, a kick drum, dude, a lot of times this kick is mono anyways. So this bad boy's going through the Dave Hill Titan in the 76, which was already routed before the video. So let's try this out. And we're going to bring it back to, I want a little more snap out of it. So the Omni has a little more punch. So we'll use that converter. C3 and 4 is output 3 and 4 on the Omni. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8's on this Symphony. And then 8 through 16 on the Symphony is feeding all the gear. So let's go in. My computer's starting to scream, help me. It's a 12 core, man. This thing shouldn't be doing this. Are you kidding me? So let's get the kick rolling. I'll just do it in mono so you can hear it. Maybe. If I solo the right thing. So let's put it in context and try to get that snap out.
Fuck, you better get back to Veronica Mars. Pardon my trick, dismantling bars. I almost forgot how I was showing you art. Where do I start? Where the water sits back and drowns through you. Okay, that's right in the back. The bottom falls out, oh my, I ain't never seen like.
So I'm doing very basic stuff, man. These are mixes that are already done. I'm not trying to be Superman here. I'm just showing you cool little tricks. So the 76 is really good on, let me see. Hold on, let's take that off. And I had the Rupert Neve just hammered. Oh boy. It's a good thing to do, by the way. So let's get into the Moog EQ. Let's make sure I didn't kill my gain and it's going to kill your ears, so...
Mama said, he know. Whisper something about new dimensions where your fear swims in apprehension. I don't know what to do with this tension. What do you mean? Eat shit soup inside Leon's kitchen. Is it served for contradiction or medicine?
So let's get the Moog EQ. What I'm hearing is it could benefit from a little sub band. This thing's insane, dude.
Mama said, he know. Whisper something about new dimensions where your fear swims in apprehension. I don't know what to do with this tension. What do you mean? Eat shit soup inside Leon's kitchen. Is it served for contradiction or medicine for the wish I was? Take off the veil, it's all in the buzz. Maybe the tension's shady, but laid it all in my cup. Maybe my temper's persuaded by puppeteers holding me up. Shit, please, your head.
See, that's where volume's very deceptive. That's off. When I turned it off, it jumped in volume because I haven't set it yet. Let's turn this off. Watch this.
Mama said, he know. Whisper something about new dimensions where your fear swims in apprehension. I don't know what to do with this tension. What do you mean? Eat shit soup inside Leon's kitchen. Is it served for contradiction or medicine for the wish I was? Take off the veil, it's all in the...
And we might be able to give a little bit of a high-end presence to that since we sort of brought it down, now we can use the Neve to bring it back up like he intended.
Mama said, he know. Whisper something about new dimensions where your fear swims in apprehension. I don't know what to do with this tension. What do you mean? Eat shit soup inside Leon's kitchen. Is it served for contradiction or medicine for the wish I was? Take off the veil, it's all in the buzz. Maybe the tension's safe.
Now the trick here, I'm sorry I keep stopping, but I want to give you some kind of tips and tricks when doing this. But I'm listening to the high end of his voice with the drums, so I'm trying to blend this top end of that synth into the drums. So it's I'm trying to take this and listen to the top end of the synth, and once you get it very balanced, then you're starting to really balance a record. And in a stem service, we could spend another 8 hours, 9 hours on this, just refining and refining and refining.
Mama said, he know. Whisper something about new dimensions where your fear swims in apprehension. I don't know what to do with this tension. What do you mean? Eat shit soup inside Leon's kitchen. Is it served for contradiction or medicine for the wish I was? Take off the veil, it's all in the buzz. Maybe the tension's shady, but laid it all in my cup. Maybe my temper's persuaded by puppeteers holding me up. Shit, please, your pedal, middle, me open you up.
Okay, so now you're hearing when we started to move the bottom end, what it does for your image of your song is when this didn't have any bottom, and a great producer understands this, but you move that forward and all of a sudden you have this bigger image going on. And when we take it out, watch how small his vocal gets. I'm not even EQing the vocal.
Mama said,
I'm going to move it to a different part of the song because this guy's saying something about... Somebody's going to be like, oh, don't do that.
Up into the stars, never mind CP and said it's too far. You better get back to Veronica Mars. Pardon my trick, dismantling bars. I almost forgot I was showing you art. Where do I start? Where the water sits back and drowns through you. Okay, that's right in the back. The bottom falls out, oh my, I ain't never seen like this, not like this. Oh my, I ain't never seen I ain't never seen like this, not like this. Oh my, I ain't never seen I ain't never seen like this, not like this. Oh my, I ain't never seen I ain't confide in the conspirator?
Okay, so I mean, pretty even, pretty flat. This gentleman knows what he wants, and sometimes my mixing style isn't their mixing style, and I've learned that as an engineer that it's not my mixing style. So don't touch it if it doesn't need to be touched, you know. But what I will do is I think I'm going to activate the Rupert Neve at this point, and I'm going to fatten the image with this stereo field editor. Dude, the thing's sweet, by the way. So it's actually affecting my voice too. So let's get a pretty good balance here, and let's hear what's going on.
Up into the stars, never mind CP, is it too far? Give it up into the.
It's gonna get louder. All right.
Up into the stars, never mind CP, is it too far? You better get back to Veronica Mars. Pardon my trip, dismantling bars. I almost forgot I was showing you art. Where do I start? Where the water sits back and drowns through you. Okay, that's right in the back. The bottom falls out.
Did you hear that stereo imager? Dude, that thing's sick. I mean, dude, that thing is probably the coolest thing ever. I think it might be popping though, so I'm trying to keep the gain stage between QuickTime Player, which is probably the worst thing to be using in the Pro Tools session. So we're gonna see how this video comes out.
Up into the stars, never mind CP, is it too far? You better get back to Veronica Mars. Pardon my trick, dismantling bars. I almost forgot I was showing you art. Where do I start? Where the water sits back and drowns through you. Okay, that's right in the back. The bottom falls out, oh my, I ain't never seen light like this, not like this, oh my, I ain't never seen light, I ain't never seen light like this, not like this, oh my, I ain't never seen light, I ain't never seen light like this, not like this, oh my, I ain't never seen light, I ain't never seen light like this. How can I confide in the conspirator?
So I am noticing one thing. His vocal's really tucked, man. It's not real powerful. So what I'll do to make a little more powerful vocal, and you can do this in the box. Let's see here. Where is his vocal? Where's his vocal? Is just a little bit of limiting. And it depends on the limiter as well. But I like this Pro limiter, plus it's DSP based, and it's not going to take up all my computer DSP right now, if it opens. So let's check this out.
Up into the stars, never mind CP, is it too far? You better get back to Veronica Mars. Pardon my trip, dismantling bars. I almost forgot I was showing you art. Where do I start? Where the water sits back and drowns through you. Okay, that's right in the back. The bottom falls out, oh my, I ain't never.
Now, when I listen, I'm listening to the snap of the kick, so I'm listening to the snare and the snap, and trying to get it more balanced. It seems a little bit bigger right now, so I might have to cut it a little bit, but check this. So let's go to like 3.3.
Up into the stars, never mind CP, is it too far? You better get back to Veronica Mars. Pardon my trip, dismantling bars. I almost forgot I was showing you art. Where do I start? Where the water sits back and drowns through you. Okay, that's right in the back. The bottom falls out, oh my, I ain't never.
So that these are very small changes in a stem session, but dude, you're hitting an amazing master bus processor. You're hitting an amazing EQ and an amazing bus compressor. And watch when I take it off. You guys already heard it.
Up into the stars, never mind CP, is it too far? You better get back to Veronica Mars. Pardon my trip, dismantling bars. I almost forgot I was showing you art. Where do I start? Where the water sits back and drowns through you. Okay, that's right in the back. The bottom falls out, oh my, I ain't never seen light like this, not like this, oh my, I ain't never seen light, I ain't never seen light like this, not like this, oh my, I ain't never seen light, I ain't never seen light like this, not like this, oh my, I ain't never seen light.
So the one thing that I am hearing, which we put the SSL EQ on for this purpose, is a little bit of snap is buried, and I want to find some snap to bring forward. And I'm doing some very subtle stuff, and I'm talking very quiet because my gain stage is all jacked up. So everybody sit around the desk, and we'll go through this. Dude, that's so stupid. All right, so I'm going to hit it with the mid-range of the EQ here.
Up into the stars, never mind CP, is it is too far. You better get back to Veronica Mars. Pardon my trip, dismantling bars. I almost forgot I was someone you are. Where do I start? Where the water sits back and drowns through you. Okay, that's right in the back. The bottom falls out, you're my, oh my. I ain't never seen light like this, not like this. Oh my, I ain't never seen light. I ain't never seen light like this, not like this. Oh my, I ain't never seen light. I ain't never seen light like this, not like this. Oh my, I ain't never seen light. I ain't never seen light like this. How can I confide in the conspirator?
So that range right there is the range on small systems, like this little Bluetooth speaker you see up here. That range is highly important for small systems because it's like it's very big on small systems. That's why we gotta be careful when we're moving it. I promise you, man. Like this range right here has always been something. It was like last in my audio, life. I was like, ooh, man, I gotta check this out. And that little thing, now it doesn't have to be that frequency range, but it's the low mids. Once you get those balanced, the small systems, they have a hard time reproducing that. If it was too loud, it makes your whole song muffled. So we're going to mess with this a little more.
Up into the stars, never mind CP, is it is too far. You better get back to Veronica Mars. Pardon my trip, dismantling bars. I almost forgot I was someone you are. Where do I start? Where the water sits back and drowns through you. Okay, that's right in the back. The bottom falls out, you're my, oh my. I ain't never seen light like this, not like this. Oh my, I ain't never seen light. I ain't never seen light.
Oh, important. If a guy hit me up and said, "Hey, Doug, my vocals are a little skinny," this would probably be somewhere in this range. I mean, you're looking at between 300 and 600 hertz, but that's where we would focus. If a guy says, "Hey," or a girl says, "Hey, I love the song, but my vocals are just a tad bit," and that's what's funny about revisions. Like new artists, they don't understand. Like, dude, I could just turn this one knob and it changed your whole entire song. So when we get into mixing professionally, a lot of guys don't understand that this small little change could have made the biggest difference in their entire recording. And let's go through some of the EQ. I'm going to really hit this hard and show you what it does real quick. It's pretty cool. I'm going to hit the whole thing.
Up into the stars, never mind CP, is it is too far. You better get back to Veronica Mars. Pardon my trip, dismantling bars. I almost forgot I was someone you are. Where do I start? Where the water sits back and drowns through you. Okay, that's right in the back. The bottom falls out, you're my, oh my. I ain't never.
So now we have like a trap hip hop beat.
Up into the stars, never mind CP, is it is too far. You better get back to Veronica Mars. Pardon my trip, dismantling bars. I almost forgot I was someone you are. Where do I start? Where the water sits back and drowns through you. Okay, that's right in the back. The bottom falls.
But I don't think he was going for trap. I think he's going for a little more rock. So this is what I would do.
Up into the stars, never mind CP, is it is too far. You better get back to Veronica Mars. Pardon my trip, dismantling bars. I almost forgot I was someone you are. Where do I start? Where the water sits back and drowns through you. Okay, that's right in the back. The bottom falls out, you're my, oh my. I ain't never seen light like this, not like this. Oh my, I ain't never seen light. I ain't never seen light like this, not like this. Oh my, I ain't never seen light. I ain't never seen light like this, not like this. Oh my, I ain't never seen light. I ain't never seen light like this. How can I confide in the conspirator? When I was all alone, I gave you all. I gave you all, I gave you all. How can I confide in the conspirator?
So obviously for video purposes, I'm just sort of tweaking around with this, but did you notice that one filled in the speakers a little bit more? It had like a little more roundness and fullness, and that's how subtle of a change that was. I mean, we're talking not even a decibel on each of these. this is what STEM session's all about, because it gives us a little more control over things. Like we're not doing heavy lifting. That's not what I'm saying. A little multi-band on this, and sometimes if you want us to, we will. I mean, we'll drastically change the whole entire record. I mean, that's up to you. So yeah, this was just an intro video back to my channel, guys. I'm sorry I didn't get to come the last few months on YouTube, and we had a few things in my life. I had some family things and some other stuff. I did get very fortunate. I'm very fortunate to be able to keep doing this. So I do want to appreciate and respect you guys out there. It's Memorial Day weekend. To all the vets and the armed forces, I mean, that serve the country. We're here to do this and have fun doing it, but also make great music to impact people and to share with the world. And I will end with this. I'm not going to say, oh, plugins versus hardware and hardwares versus plugins and things like that, but I am going to say that these pieces in this rack have really, really helped shape my sound. So hats off to Warm Audio, Moog, Neve, SSL, Antelope, all of them. I mean, through the years, and we actually are trying something new. Dave Hill, we're waiting on his compressor. He's in Europe or something. I don't know, but that thing's really cool. You were just hearing that on the snap of that kick. It's really cool. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the videos again. I'm going to keep doing them. I just had to find a better system to do this and make it a little more efficient and easier. And hopefully you enjoyed the video. So that's that. And I hope this did not distort. Please don't say it distorted.